Hello and welcome, my name is Ajaxpost and today we're taking a first look at a brand new game to early access, SimCasino. And this first look video is probably a proper first look in that the game has only just been released to early access in the last 7 days as of the time of this recording. It was released on the 22nd of November 2020, whereas my other first look videos were either a year or more old, or haven't actually gone to early access yet, so they were just sort of alpha test builds. So this is a proper one. You can actually go to Steam and buy this in early access at the moment. It is roughly in UK pounds 20, and it is whatever the rough equivalent to that is in your currency. It's coming from the same people who created the magnificent SimAirport, LV Game Dev. So we have great hopes for this. That game spent quite a while in early access, but came out of it with a really splendid result. They really worked with the community and built it and created the game they really wanted to create to deliver to us. So we're looking really positively on this one. Big change here is we're working in 3D now. It's not a flat 2D perspective. We've got a fully movable, tiltable, zoomable 3D with actual moving characters. It's all very impressive. So will the game hold up? That's what we're going to find out today. Okay, as we like to do, we'll start off by having a look at the start menu. There's not a lot you can do here. Again, one of the things we see with a lot of these early access games is there's no real save system. You have basically one save per profile, and you can create different profiles, different companies, different identities, you know, whatever you feel like in there. We'll look at those in a moment. In terms of the settings, we've got a fair number. We've got a choice of languages. English, you can have any language you like as long as it's English. You can chime format, zone overlays. This is kind of very similar to what we're familiar with in SimAirport. That's fine. Autosave, they're still recommending, we've had 3 updates since early access release, they're still recommending fairly frequent autosaves, you know, just in case. Graphics settings, yeah, lots of good choices there, from tiny screens to moderately good screens, 1920, full screen, yeah, UI scaling, that's good, shadows, all looking fine. Now, as you'll see, I'm not entirely comfortable with the sort of zooming and the movement mechanism they've got here. It could be that I just need to invert it or something and I'll feel more comfortable. But yeah, you can change this around here if you like, so that's quite good. Hotkey binding. I don't use a lot of hotkeys, to be honest, so I'm going to ignore those. Sound effects. One of the things they've been really promoting on this release is the music. They've got a specially commissioned score. If I remember, it's from Jerry Martin, is it? Sound design. Jerry Martin, I remembered. Well done, that man. Jerry Martin created this score. It's a really jazzy, it's a really nice casino-style score. And I think, from what I've read, there is something like 2 hours of music in the score. So that's really nice. So I'm going to leave that all is. That's fine. So just a quick look at creating yourself a new profile. You give yourself a name, my casino for example. Starting cash, actually I'll leave that at 200,000, which I think is what I started with on my first sort of attempt at playing the game. You can unlock cash, allows negative spending. That could be very handy. I think at this stage I recommend that. Instant research, no, we'll let research develop. I'm happier with that. Auto delivery and instant staff. The staff is something I haven't really got my head around yet. As I said, I've played about half an hour or so of it, so I am not familiar with any of the mechanics at this point. Yeah, the staff thing, I think that's something that needs work on, from certainly what they're saying on the Steam forums. But they'll arrive instantly, and I think they turn up for whatever jobs you create. You'll have staff for them, no problems. A pre-built starter map, i.e. have a building or not. Now if I say play this, it takes a moment to load up the ground. Now the idea of the game is you can actually have a whole world full of your casinos. So what we have here, yeah, I have spent, yes, a lot of money buying this piece of land, I think. So I've got 83,000 in the bank. That's not a lot. So as you can see, middle mouse button, scroll around, right mouse button. You can hold and drag. You've got edge scrolling. You have, of course, got WASD for those of you who like that sort of thing. And you can zoom in on the individual people. This is a security guard carrying money around. It's a little odd. They do still need to work on their sprites, I think, so that's not a terribly natural walk. But what I'll do is I'll load up, hopefully, I'll load up my first attempt at creating a casino, and we'll take you through what I think we can do in the game and give you a first look at SimCasino. Okay, so this is the casino I have already built. As you can see, it's got a selection of lovely slot machines. All the different names. Yeah, the graphics are a little bit odd there. Maybe they're moving. If I press 1, yeah, they are moving. They are rolling, so that's fine. You can't actually control the colour, I think, of the machines themselves. Designer tool. You can control the colour of the seating, and that's about it, and the type of seat that you have in front of these machines, which is fine. You can control how much they cost to play. That's 1 cent, I think, in that strange thing they call money in America. You can increase that, and you get, and this is one of the things I like, so they've brought this in from SimAirport. You're getting lots of good feedback in so many of the systems of the game. So if I say the single bet push chance on these machines, what's that? Does it tell me? The chance that players can get back what they put in without losing. So if I put that really low, that turns red, which I suggest that I think that means they won't like that. If I put that again right up high, that's again red, because I think I won't like that, because I will lose money on these machines. So you need to set a kind of sensible figure for that. Let's try that. What's a double bet prize chance? The chance that players can win double the amount they put in. 4%? We'll leave that at 4%. You can change the jackpot chances, and so on. That's all really nice. I like that, and you can apply that to all in the same row, or all of the same type of machines, as you can see here. So apply that to all of the same game, which is those. See, I've picked 5 different types of slot machine to go in here. Right, so let's have a look then actually at the build menu. So we've got the main menu here. You have got a sidebar here which controls various things. I think the UI is a little bit clunky and it's not entirely perfect yet. I think this needs a little bit of polishing, really. I mean, it works, but it's easy enough to get well, I got confused, put it that way. So this is the main build menu. We've got a search in here, so you can search for things like toilet, for example. That's good. I like to have that, certainly when there's a big confusing build menu like this. We've got a clone tool, again brought in from SimAirport. Love that. Foundations. I had to add in some. I built a buffet area here, then realised it needed a kitchen, so I had to add a kitchen as well by building foundation. And you can create walls by just where are we? If I go here. Yeah, there's something slightly odd about the mouse dragging when you get to the edge of the map. So if I put the wall here, and I can just drag that out. Oh, the wall needs to be inside. That's right. You put foundations down first, then you can put walls within it. So you can do that. That's good. What might be nice, which I think we've seen in 1 or 2 other games, like for example Casino Tycoon, where you can actually create a room as such. You can clone an area, so if you've already defined a room, like say the gender neutral toilets we've got here, we can clone that whole area and then just sort of drop that somewhere else, which is a really nice feature. I like that. There's lots of good things in here in that sort of sense. So we've got what have we got here? Zoning. We've got an eyedropper. I like that. Picked up from The Sims, perhaps. So I've designed my wall here. So where's the wall tools? The wall tool here. I don't want the wall tool, I want painting, wall designs. So I picked up this theme wallpaper, which was this one, in this sort of white marble. But I wanted a more sort of faded, elegant kind of look. So I changed the colour of it using the colour palette thing here. Again, I'm kind of rummaging around here, not quite knowing what I'm doing, but that's what I did. And then painted that whole wall. And as you can see, it says there, hold shift when you place the wall, and that will cover all the contiguous segments of the wall in that one design. But what I was talking about was the eyedropper. If we go back into build mode, we've got the eyedropper here. There it is, the eyedropper. There it is, the eyedropper, which means I can pick that up and then place it anywhere else. And again, sort of shift to run that around the whole of that contiguous wall area. So eyedropper, I really like that too. The zone areas, you will need a cache vault and a storage area. So you then have a research office, you'll need that, which comes with a computer desk, or you need rather a computer desk for that. Now this is where I got confused. We have these options here for building things, but it's not the complete list, it's kind of a short hit list of the most commonly used, the most frequently used tools perhaps. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So what we're looking for is zones. So how do you find zones here? If I go here, it's got D zone. No. So you can do it by going into these sort of sub menus here. So I'm looking at staff facilities. The research office, there it was. So yeah, it'd take a little bit of getting used to using this build menu. I think a little bit of polish might help, but you know, it's a matter of getting used to it. So when I click on research office, it tells me there, again, familiarization with SimAirport helps. It gives you the minimum size, it tells you it needs to be enclosed with a door, and it must contain a computer desk. Nice. The desks actually come with their own stool or own chair, which is handy. And again, you can choose the colour and design of the chair. Can I? Yeah, there you go. So I might want to make this one a lovely blue chair, for example. But you can't change the colours of the main objects. Again, whether that's possible to do once you've researched it, I don't know. But I like that. It tells you you need a research office, and a pit boss is someone who just wanders around areas of the casino and makes sure that nobody is cheating or doing anything untoward, which is good. Again, that needs a computer desk, and that's it. It will tell you that when you build it, which is rather nice. Now, I think this is because I had the instant staff option turned on. These staff are immediately employed and turn up for work. There's no sort of waiting around and finding time to sort of schedule them or hire them and stuff like that. That might be in the game. I've not tried it yet, so your mileage may differ, as they say. Now, if we go into again, we go to the bottom menu here, Staff Hub. So this is where I'm looking at the type of staff I've got. We've got trusted staff, and they look after the blackjack tables. Where are they? They're down here. Yeah, we can trust those. We've got 2 of those, and they were automatically employed for me when I put the tables down. And there's 2 of those. Yeah, object number 17, which is that table. And you can set them schedules. You can create schedules, but I've not looked at doing that at the moment. So, again, something to work on. Security guards. We've got 3. We've got 3. Why have we got 3? Perhaps we need 3 to cater for... Oh yes, because we got these 2 cashier desks, that's why. So we need someone in there to actually hand out the cash or the tokens or the chips, whatever, to the various customers coming through our door. Retail workers, we've got a chef in the kitchen, housekeeping. The housekeeping and workmen were already employed when I landed in this particular world. The pit boss and the researcher, I think they came along automatically, but that's fine. Research then, looking at research. Not a tree yet, as far as I can make out. So again, a bit like SimAirport, you have research which costs a certain amount to sort of get into, and then it will just take time to count down. So all these were quite expensive, and as you can see at the bottom here, my cash is currently in the negative. So I didn't have a great deal of money to spend. I wanted to keep some in the hope that I might start making money at some point soon. So yeah, I went for a reasonably cheap one, which reduces the card payment fees, which should make customers happy. And if we've got happy customers, they should come back. Yeah, that's the idea, I think. Okay, again, this may well be polished and enhanced, and there will be other things added to it. I don't know. I've only, as I said, spent half hour or so in the game. The casino valuation. Yeah. So we could save this and buy another plot of land. So we could have multiple casinos and or hotels and or conference centres. Could be a whole mix of the 3 types of object we can build in running at the same time. So yeah, we've got gambling. Oh, we've got so many things we can do here. There's a lot of scope in the game. I think that's what they're looking for. Lots of things you can do to build the casino. It's not just a slot machine paradise for skimming money off punters. Right, so let's have a look at placing a few objects, shall we? So if we go back into build mode, gambling, yeah, we'll look at the gambling attractions. So these gambling facilities, I'm not quite sure why they've got the, ooh, yes, if you click on the arrow, so if you click there, yes, it hides all the other options. Click again and it opens up that sub menu. Kind of cute, not sure how much use it is. So yeah, we got these slot machines. So there we go. We could put these in if we wanted to. They're £2.5 a piece. We could choose the different types of chair. A high chair, yeah, for our more junior clientele, or a classical lounge chair. Okay. Again, as we said, we can change the colour of the chair. Again, we can make this a lovely light blue. That's good. I'm not quite sure what this colour here is supposed to do. Actually, if I plus that, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. Delete that. Yeah, whatever it was I've said yes to. Can I delete that? Yes. Okay, so that's that. So if we change this to purple, that's a lovely, yeah, and plus that we get purple. Okay. And if we go to blue and plus that, we get the blue. Okay, so if we come out of there, let's abandon that and go back in. I can't remember which one it was. My colours, I've got those there. So does that mean, yeah, that defaults the colour. So that's obviously your custom colour set. So if you want preferences for your casino or your hotel rooms or whatever you've got, then I think you can set those custom colours up there. So they're easier to find. You don't have to sort of go through this colour wheel kind of thing here. That's kind of nice. Yeah, that's okay. But again, you can only change the chair, and the chair on some of these is in 2 parts, the pedestal and the seat itself. But we don't want any of those machines. I've spent enough money already. Tables, yeah, we've got roulette tables, we've got Texas Hold'em poker tables, but I don't think we'll put those in just yet. No. Okay, so that's the gambling facilities, entertainment attractions, card counters, bingo, baths. Oh, this is obviously for the dressing rooms and the hotel areas. We'll put these in. We don't have those at the moment. Business services. You can create a sort of conference facility if you like. So we've got conference tables, we've got printing stations, computer desks. That's all very nice. You can make money out of people that way. Accommodation. Again, these luxurious baths. Yeah, I was going to preface this video by saying I am not a gambling man. The closest I come to gambling these days is putting money on a Kickstarter. basically, is the most gambling kind of thing I do. Although, of course, actually spending money on an early access title like this, for example, is a bit of a gamble as well, because you've spent, say, 20 quid on this. Will it actually turn out to be a good game at the end of the day? It's a bit of a gamble, but you want to support developers that you trust, and I certainly trust LV Game Dev to create something well worth playing, good value for money. So what am I looking for? What was I looking for? I can't remember what I was looking for. But oh, the eating. Yeah, we've got eating options here, so we can create a bar and a kitchen. One of the nice things here is we have at last gender neutral restrooms. Absolutely splendid. If you want to create gender specific bathrooms or toilets, you certainly can do. That's not a problem. Okay, so this is build mode. You can go up to 2 levels. I don't know if you can go up beyond that. So you can create, say, a hotel or conference suite on the floor above this. But I don't have the money to do that. So if I escape out of that, that's fine. The transactions log here. And this is one thing that the reviews for the game so far have been a little bit negative in terms of some particular features. One of those was the finance reports and so on. They just didn't seem to make sense. I'm not paying too much attention to them at the moment, so I could apply for a loan. The question is, you get a loan to spend money on things which will make you more money, so that would be good. But will that will that cover rather the interest rate on the loan? Who knows? That's the risk you take. Guest experience. I like this. There's lots of reports. Again, I'm not entirely convinced by the layout, by the look and feel of these things. They're quite good, but I think a little bit of polishing, a little bit of finessing will be excellent. And no, garbage comes every 2 days. Maintenance, who knows what's going on here. Staff management, that's fine. Now, advanced options for management. You can set patrol areas. I've not done this. I have not done this at all. So we look at the pit boss, who I think is there to check that nobody is cheating. So Monday to Friday schedule, and you can have a different schedule for Saturday and Sunday. So area patrols. So start adding patrols with the plus button. So whoops, plus. Oh, so I don't, there you go. Plus there, plus there. I press right click then. I didn't want to do, oh, can I edit this? Oh yeah, I can. There you go. And go up there, all the way round, and out there, and along here. Will that work? I think it will. So we will call that the I'll call that ground floor 1 patrol area. And the schedule hours, that could be all day, every day. Again, I think like SimAirport, you can add new schedule times. You can create different shifts for your workers. So if your casino isn't going to be open for 24 hours, you can have shift patterns through that. And you might have some areas that are open, I'm guessing here to be honest, you might have some areas that are open at different times of the day or different days of the week, and just schedule your pit boss to, or whoever, to work in those areas at that time. Now my pit boss doesn't appear to be doing anything. No. What is the time? It's 11:40 AM on a Monday, so you ought to be doing something, I would have thought. If I go into advanced options for my pit boss, do I need to assign? No, that's assigned 1 person. Okay. One thing to note here, I'm not using the very latest patch at the moment in this recording. I'm using the patch as of the 26th of November. There was a patch I noticed just before I started this recordings on the 29th. So there's my pit boss. If I follow you around, do I still need to have you highlighted to follow you or not? Yeah, the movement is a little bit awkward. Oh, yeah, looks like I do have to have you highlighted to follow you. Never mind. This is looking better. Oh, 22 visitors today. That's really good. I have made some money. A little earlier when we started this video, I was at 79,000 in the red. I'm now 78. Well, nearly 79, but less than 79. And this presumably is someone taking money out. I've got reimbursement, 230. I'm still in the red. Okay. My cash register here has made 120. Don't know how much you cost to run. Oh, I like this as well. Little signs you can put on the ceiling. So if we go here, was that in decorations? I think it was. Signs and pictures. Where were they? Wood frames? No. They were here somewhere. Definitely were. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna... Wood frame. Oh, ceiling signs. There they were, yeah. Again, I suppose you could make them different colours. So that's white. We could make it a lovely purple. That's not purple, is it? Let's move you there. That's more purple. Oh, you can't see that. That's a bit too dark. That's yes. No. Yeah, so we can put a sign there saying, oh, I'm using the middle mouse button to rotate. Again, this is very similar mechanic to SimAirport. But because I'm, as you may recall from other videos that I've mentioned this in, I'm almost exclusively a mouse player in terms of controlling movement and activity. I don't tend to use the keyboard for moving around. That can be a bit of a pain sometime. Oh, one neat little thing, these cash, they're actually called cashier cages. Yeah, they are a cage. Someone stands in there. You can't zoom quite close enough to... Yeah, so you need to make sure there's a space at the back so they can get in and presumably out again. That's all rather nice. What can we see about this blackjack table? It's table chips, something, card decks, whatever. Is it making money? I'm not sure. Designer tool. Again, we can change the colour of the chairs. I think we've got 1 and 2. Those are the colours that are there already. So we could change colour 1 to be purple and then colour 2 to be light blue. Yes, they are rather ghastly colours. The chair movement I think is rather nice. There's quite a nice smooth movement there. But I don't know if I'm making any money on this table. If I press tab, that just, yeah, it goes between the member of staff and the table. On the slot machines, am I making money from any of these? I don't know. It's difficult, branded, yeah, whatever. No idea. So you're kind of reliant on the finance hub to tell you that. So gambling. So income. Yeah, that looks okay, I think. The blackjack. What's the asterisk mean? Not all entries count towards the total. Physical payments only count when collected from the vault or are recycled around the casino. Ah, right, so that money may have to go. Yeah, there's obviously a process to do with collecting money up at the end of the day, possibly, I'm thinking. So, gambling is 0 at the moment, by the look of it. Retail. Okay, that looks positive, I think. Who knows? Right. But basically, yeah, I've earned over 8,500 and have so far spent 180,000. That was construction. It'll be different tomorrow. Let's speed this up a bit, shall we? We're currently at 1:06 PM. I like this. It's getting busier. It's filling up. And as we saw, we can spend money on marketing. Casino operations. Where was that? There was an option here for advertising, I'm sure. Oh yeah, guest experience. Yeah, so yeah, that costs me so much per day, but I get that many new visitors as a result of that. So I'm going to need to work out how much money I make out per visitor, really, to see if this stacks up. So we're going to need to spend some time looking at the finances of the game. This is cool. As I say, it's slightly disappointing that you can't change the colour of the slot machine cabinets themselves, or indeed the blackjack tables. You can only change the colour of the chairs. But the nice thing is that although all these machines are the same type, they are branded differently. They are different sort of variations on the fruit machine, the slot machine, whatever you call it. Actually, that's a thought. I just had a really retro thought. I mean, all this punching buttons nonsense. I mean, what's that about? That is... no, that is not proper machinery, is it? Is there a plopper? A one-arm bandit? I don't think there is. Oh, come on LV Games. I want to see a one-arm bandit. Yes, that's what we need to see. That's proper gambling, that is. Yeah, when I were a lad, the first time I went to a pub, when I was legal to go to a pub, obviously, yeah, they had one-armed bandits. You just pull the lever, and depending on how you pull the lever, so you thought, would affect how the fruits would spin and how much money you would earn. I've gone back nearly 80 grand in debt. I'm losing money. How is this possible? I'm slightly confused by the fact that we seem to only have one person at a time playing on the tables. Do I need to get rid of one of these tables? One thing I noticed actually when I was building this is that there is a dismantle option on here. But I'm fairly certain that for a number of things, and I'm thinking I placed the one of these prep... No, I placed the kitchen fridge in the wrong place because I wanted to put these prep tables around the cooker. When I dismantled the fridge, I think I was then charged again for a new one. Now, to be fair, I wasn't watching to see if I got any money back. But what I'm used to seeing, and it did work for something, possibly the trash can or something. When I dismantled it, it told me I had one left. I had one in stock in the inventory. So, yeah, which is what I'm used to from SimAirport. So I think that might need tidying up. It might be that I'm totally mistaken, and it does work perfectly. It just doesn't always tell you that. Is that the janitor? What happened then? No idea. Right, cool. It looks like my pit boss is doing the circuit I've instructed them to do. Yeah, that's cool. Again, they may well do that off their own accord anyway, but we shall see. Do I need more toilets in here? It seems to be okay. Though I have a suspicion I did see them queuing up when there were just 2 stalls in use, which is a bit silly. Why? Oh, you're dropping trap. Why are you going in there to drop your rubbish when there's a rubbish bin? Look there. Well, we've got 2 people in the toilets. We shouldn't really watch them. Oh, one nice little thing as well. Again, ooh, they're walking through doors that I'm familiar with from The Sims. You can take the walls down. Yeah, which can be very handy in these sort of 3D environments when you want to place things precisely. It would be nice perhaps if they could design it again, taking my cue from The Sims, a kind of half walls down option where the back walls were up but the walls you were looking through were taken down. So depending on which view you had, then the walls would be taken down. Like for example here, these walls at the front of these offices would be taken down, but the back walls would still be shown, kind of thing. I'm not sure, to be honest, that would be much benefit, but that's how I often played The Sims. So maybe it's just me, I don't like change. 92 visitors today, and we've got loads of people on the slots. I'm not seeing any particular screenshot option on here. So, or actually, if I press B, no, there was the option in SimAirport was press B, and you got the HUD-free display. Let's pause this for a second. Press the space bar. Is there a setting? Can I go into the hotkey? Zone, zone, zone. Camera zooming. Camera orbiting. Gosh, who doesn't like an orbiting camera? Rotating objects. You can press R, yeah, as opposed to the middle mouse button. Demolish. What's that? Back quote. That is odd. There it is. Got it. That is a very odd key binding. I don't think I've ever seen that used in a game before. That's remarkable. Okay, well, I'm going to have to use that then for my screenshots. Be nice to be able to get sort of closer to the action slightly. You can get more incremental movement, I think, using the arrow keys and the WASD, but that's it, I think. Is that a good screenshot? I don't want to see all those empty chairs you see at the back there. This looks quite good. Okay, screenshot. Done. Right. Oh, and I just press escape. It goes to the main menu and brings the game back to life. Okay, it's 6:55 PM. Do we actually have opening hours? Oh gosh, I'm 80,000 in the red now. I'm hoping that I will get some money back from the slot machines and stuff. Yeah, that will be paid in at the end of the day, maybe. Yeah, is there a schedule for when you're... Ooh, that was overlaying. For when your casino is open. The staff up here, Monday to Friday. Is it 24 hours? Maybe it is. Which is probably why these people don't have names. They just have job titles. And you see one person per table. Oh, 2 people on the table. Yeah. Oh, okay. Very, very briefly. I wonder what happens if your pit boss finds someone who's been cheating. Now, that was the shot I was looking for. Let's see if we can get that. That's good. I'm happy with that. Good. Oh, you can also... yeah, you can design the doors as well. Well, you can design the colour of the doors, which is what I did there. Not sure it was a good choice, but yeah, it's kind of the Ajaxpost orangey kind of colour. Why do all the people here have SimCasino t-shirts on? Am I making money out of those t-shirts? I better be. When their bus comes. Yeah, the bus seems to... Ooh. This is where buses and cars can drop off and pick up customers. Click to rename. I can rename this zone? I'll call it the get in and get out zone. Yeah. I'm not quite sure why you would want to do that. Can you have multiple drop-off zones. I suppose if you've got multiple casinos around the world, then you might do that. Where's the building thing? Where's the zoning tool? Again, this is something. Is this no? It's going to be customer-based things, isn't it? That's the toilets and things. No. Oh, there's a top floor. Thankfully, it automatically puts ceilings in, which is why I could put these lights up and indeed hang these signs from the ceiling. Okay. Oh, there's a drop off and pick up. Maximum of 1. Okay. So I'm not quite sure. Can you research more than 1? Where's the research option? Do you have to get out of there? Okay, escape from... Oh no, it doesn't hide this bottom bar. I just wasn't seeing it. Advanced security. Oh, I've got reduced card payments. Oh, excellent. Sportsbook. Faster internet. What can that do? Allows you to customise table game rules, allowing for higher casino advantages. Nice. Larger loans. Oh, we're down to 80,000. Is that better? I've forgotten how much I was losing before. it looked better, I think. No, I'm probably wrong. No, 78, wasn't it? I am losing money still. Okay, that's 12,000. There you go. Yeah, I'm hand over fist losing money. But there you are. Right. So, I think we will call this to a halt. So this is a very first look at the latest early access release from LV Game Dev, the creators of the wonderful SimAirport. This is SimCasino, released just 7 days ago as of the time of this recording. Available on Steam for about $20. Sorry, £20, whatever that is in your local currency. And yeah. If you've enjoyed this, it'd be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. If you've got any thoughts, suggestions, ideas, if you've been playing this, then please do let me know how you've got on. And if you can give me any tips, hints, recommendations, it would be lovely. Great to hear from you. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll know when uploading another one of these or any of my other Let's Plays. And finally, as a reminder, this is one of a short series of first looks I'm doing on the channel. And I'll be following this with a poll on the community tab of the channel, and I'll be asking you for your responses to the games I'm taking this first look at to see which we can include properly as a full series in the new year. Add them to the schedule. So if you're liking SimCasino, if you'd like to see more of this on the channel, it'd be lovely to hear from you in the comments below, obviously, but more importantly, come along in about a week or so. I'll have the poll up. I'll announce it on Twitter and on the channel, and put in your responses there. But anyway, from me, Ajaxpost, here in SimCasino. I was about to say SimAirport there. Until the next time, bye bye for now.